Now, with regard to the comment that is given by on the issue of implementation, yes, I would say that I could not go very much detail into the implementation side because of the constraint of time. So that hopefully, the general principle will give light on us, okay, to guide us perhaps for us to go into the application of it in the details. On the concept of maslahah, which is mentioned, yes, I would say that sometimes, we tend to be lenient in the sense in utilizing the concept of maslahah, okay, without trying to go really deep into understanding the real situation. Because sometimes when there is certain kind of difficulties, then we will straight away resort to the ura or to maslahah, and I believe that this need to be tackled on case by case. Okay, we need to really look back to the different product that has been endorsed. Okay, I think I will share your view on my as well by obtaining, which I think might need further elaboration of that, okay, or rethinking of this concept of Nina and also the date which has been disputed by many, okay, our counterpart in the part of instrument. I think with that I conclude my remark. You can have any more questions.
Maybe it is an opportunity for the rest to raise any questions. Maybe we can have 3 questions for now. Yes, Dr. Shariah. Dr. Shariah, can you use the mic because we can't hear you?
Okay. The Quran says the debtor will have to dictate the terms of the loan contract. Although the banking contracts are termed as after buying, but it's really not on buying, it's when we say buy, but more significantly in Musamman. So I suppose since it's a deferred contract, therefore they must follow the ayah, the debtor must dictate the terms. But we all know in banking transactions, the bank dictated all the terms. From a maslahah point of view, or urf point of view, whatever reasons we can give, we can say that it's not efficient that each customer will come to the bank and dictate his terms. So it's much more efficient transaction cost-wise for the bank to dictate the terms in the standard contract. That's fine. But the problem with me is there are 1001 terms and conditions which are in 6-point form, which hardly, even if they are in 12 point or 14 points, I can't understand what they mean. Even lawyers, I don't think will. Okay, unless it's okay. Let alone in so fine point, the hidden fine point contracts. So, isn't this Zara? Zara basically is fraudulent or something hidden or ambiguous, which not transparent. You do not know what you are getting yourself into. And to me, that is a Zara contract. And you're actually against a strict written Muhamad principle of the Quran when the bank dictates the terms. But we can excuse it, I suppose, in terms of urf or whatever, if the terms are clear, or at least the terms which are not to the benefit of the debtor, at least that is highlighted. Look, this is what you're getting into, so please be careful. We want to carry on. Nobody discusses that. Especially when you look at any contract, especially insurance contracts, you find that you are not covered. Finally, when the clients come to claim, you are not covered. Okay? okay, and so on. And you know, there are other charges you didn't know that these such things. So, to me, this is rare. And in the West, actually, there is the movement, the consumer movements, that any contract should be, let's say, a 12-point form, and for government forms has to be a certain size. And if you have some special problems or disabilities, you should be given, a 40-point thing so you can really, this stuff. But to me, the banks, Islamic banks, don't have any consideration on ethics. What more is done among Muslims, I'm sorry, because even Muslims don't seem to have any principle of maqasid or love of the Shariah. But this is, to me, even technically speaking, to me, this is gharar, this is against the Muhkamat of the Quran. Therefore, any normal Sharia advisors should say that this is not Sharia compliant. So I don't know how the Sharia advisors say all these contracts are Sharia compliant.
Another question?
Just to ask the speaker's comment on seeming, it seems like there is a little bit of divergence between what the so-called Islamic economists think is the maqasid in Islamic banking and finance, and what they claim the Sharia scholars finally interpreted what the maqasid is or are in Islamic banking and financial practice. There seems to be that kind of divergence based on the discussion. Basically, some Muslim economists would say what the product in the market is not good for the economy, but at the same time, the Sharia advisors would say it is Sharia compliant. So, what do you think is the reason for this? Do you think there's a difference between an issue of Sharia compliance and an issue of policy? Because sometimes if you look at certain things, if you just talk about legality and compliance, you may say that this is compliant, but taken in the bigger picture, it may not be wise in terms of siyasah Shariah or in terms of getting the maqasid to have it done. Okay, so maybe if this can be clarified, I think we can sort of reconverge the views of the Islamic economists and the Sharia scholars perhaps.
One more question? Maybe we get some response from
Okay. With regard to the issue that is raised by Shabul about I think I did mention this issue in my presentation earlier on. Actually, the thing is that yes, we can agree that define all the conditions as well as whatever is laid down by the institution. Okay, people might not know about it. Okay, but on the other hand, we should. I mentioned earlier on that I would say that there is the legal obligation as well as the moral obligation. If you're talking about the legal obligation, okay, the bank is not bound to tell the customer what is in the fine print. Okay, you're talking legally because once the customer signs the document, meaning that you should understand what is in the document, you should know what is all the conditions that is there. That is legally speaking. Okay. Morally, okay, that's why I say that maybe sometimes it might be difficult to go through all the